most of the time, I will cut breaths out and leave in specific breaths on the lead line only. If it's going into heavy parts and we're talking about screams, they do want to hear that. When you hear producers who make beats for a living, you know what I mean? Just so people can slap vocals on top. Our mixes are so extreme and so unorthodox these days that even if it's a metal band, you know, all these bands that we listen to, they count. Architects, Bring Me the Horizon, not even Gojira is a band. Gojira is a band. And then you got these other bands that are like, they sound like a band, but what you're really hearing is just a metal genre beat. This whole thing is so perfect and dialed. It's a beat. So start thinking of it like that. Unless you want to make a band mix, you can start using other rules that apply to beats and do stuff that just doesn't make sense. You know, so it's like when people riff build guitars, they riff build drums a little bit at a time, over quantizing things. Vocals, you're pasting the breaths in. Pop songs do that like crazy. They're super sensitive about their breaths in pop songs. And you can see how, like, when you get this far into metal production, you're practically just making beats. You're not like, how often are we really sitting here worrying about like how real this sounds? It doesn't sound like a band played in a big live room and tracked it and did overdubs. This is clearly recorded a piece at a time. I don't know if that makes any sense, but just a good way to look at it. You know, if you understand that you're not sitting here doing a traditional band, that you got a lot more room to do with what you're working with. And the more I think about that, I'm like, wait, so everything we're doing with these modern productions, we're just getting closer to the middle with what those guys are doing. Now we're just doing this genreless thing where we're just making productions. So if you don't know what's happening, I am grouping all these lead vocals. So the moves I'm doing are happening to all of them because they were tracked the same way. And I'm interested in just getting them to be the same processed sound. So I'm like finishing the engineering right now. I'm going to bring the mix back a bit, 50, 60%. Cool. So now I feel like the compression is in a good spot. Now we can go in here and start taking care of some unwanted frequency ranges here, because you can hear some of the mud and the dryness of the room a bit. So we're going to bring that out and make it sound a little more modern, crispy. Right after the first dip we made immediately brought that vocal to more with the rest of the instruments. There's a little bit of like super harsh around that 2K we're going to find and get rid of. And then I'm going to split the difference and turn these dynamic modes on, because it's never always there. We want to have a nice split difference between cut and there. There's still something in here. Let's find it. Sounds like it's just the same thing. We'll get it. Cool. Now that's already getting a better EQ sound, but you can hear why we got to turn that de-esser on now. So let's do that. I'm looking for a lot because I'm probably going to be boosting a decent amount of high end later. So looking for a lot of reduction of the de-essing. And to show that, I'm going to throw CLA on the lead vocal bus and start doing that boost now. Okay, that's on there. I take back what I'm going to do. That's going to stay there, but I'm going to switch to Spectre, actually. If you want a good example of where Spectre can be very useful, I'll give you one little example of how it was explained to me. My buddy Lee found this out from another producer who shared with him that when he's granted there's like pop productions and alt rock productions, but the same theory should work. When he tracks everything, or if he gets a mix and he's got like dull instruments or dull anything, instead of going in and cutting stuff, he puts on Spectre and starts bringing in whatever he feels like he's missing. He'll sit here and do the boosting of what he's missing first before he does anything else. And by doing so, therefore kind of cutting mud that he would normally cut. But he's just boosting stuff that he feels like he's missing from the source tones before he touches anything else. And I was told that when this guy was doing this as well as he was, by the time he finished, an assortment of Spectre plugins, like the mix practically sounded done. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, how much can you do by actually enhancing the lows and the highs and clarity and stuff of instruments without having to go and doing the cut technique, you know what I mean? And this is saturation, not level per se. So like it'll take a moment before you have massive level boost. You'd have to go like really hard to start seeing some real volume boost happening. So I'm going to use this to bring out some of that high end, because now that I got the DS and the vocals. There was a breath right there, on which, just for example, that one, because you can hear it coming in early, I would probably cut that out. You can even see it coming in during the end of this other line. So I'll probably get rid of that. This is something, as a mixing engineer, you have the option to do. If it's bugging your mix, get rid of it. I'm going to turn on this air distortion. This isn't going to do much. This is going to do a little more synthetic saturation, is kind of what I call it, like, unnatural sounding, just to get us some more extreme. I'll solo this so you can hear it. Am I the one that you've chosen? So make up your fucking mind. You're trying to rewrite my reality. They didn't go just spit in my face. Keep my name in your mouth, I'll bet it. So you can it's like very classy distortion. So I'm going to do it in context now. Am I the one that you've chosen? So make up your fucking mind. You're trying to rewrite my reality. They didn't go just spit in my face. What's nice is we're doing it on an individual level and not on the top level, because if we do on the top level, it might do weird things with like one or two vocals kicking in. We still want those to sound like the individual tracks at this level. Last bit, we're going to get our doubles in place. They're kind of low significantly, but now we're going to make it sound like doubles. Did you ever fucking look me in the eye? Why am I the one that you've chosen? So make up your fucking mind. You're trying to rewrite my reality. They didn't go just spit in my face. Keep my name in your mouth, I'll bet it taste. Why do you sit there and belittle me? Why you choke on your own? It helps having a vocalist who knows how to do dubs, who knows how to do doubles. Like, I cannot tell you how pissed I get when I get like layers that not only are not vocal aligned or whatever you do for aligning, but like they are wildly different. Sometimes even intensity, like they're supposed to be the same line and one's this big and one's this big. I'm like, how did you do that? Like, how is that possible? You're singing the same line. Man. So I like the doubles where they're at. There's about a 5 dB difference, but they got thicker, So now that that's there, I'm going to grab our vocal bus glue. Now, I will say this with an asterisk. This has more artifacts noticeable if you destroy this a little harder. So we're going to basically get all these vocals to now kind of sit as one unit. Yes, there's multiple vocals and we can do relationships of volumes and stuff underneath the hood, but we're not going to do that right now. We shouldn't have to after the balance we've done. This, however, is going to take our multiple and turn it into the one, so we can treat the one with effects like reverbs and delays and stuff like that, not a bunch of times all over together. Now, these tone and aggro knobs are strong. You gotta be careful with these ones, but I do like what they're doing. Let's turn on the sauce. We got the tone sauce and the aggro sauce. and then we'll just back off mix a little bitsky. And we ain't done. We're we're going to Decapitator. Let's do it. I want some more of this E style. I love this E style. Like, if you listen to a lot of my mix at this point, you'll notice this E style of Decapitator is a very present curve in a lot of my more recent songs. Cool.